Okay, alright, so today we are going to be working on this Marshall JMP1. It's had a crackle and the volume's been suddenly dropping in and out, and then finally it's gone rather quiet. So we suspect it's these little preamp vacuum tubes. You can just see them through these grates here. It is like a semi-analog unit. It has the little preamp tubes in there, and we suspect that those are causing a problem. So we're just going to swap them out for some brand new ones. I think the last time these were changed was about 5 years ago, and it does get quite hammered, this unit. So all we need to do is take a little Allen wrench and undo the backs of the rack here. There's like 3 little Allen bolts on either side, so we'll undo those. And there's one final screw on the back. No, there's not, there's 3. One in the middle there, and 2 on the edges. We'll just take those out. Another little multi-tool here. One second, there's one more right in the middle there. Just undo that one. So once we've taken all the screws out, we just slide the cover back slightly and it just lifts straight off. Okay, pop that down there. Okay, now we can see the little circuit board here with the 2 vacuum tubes in. They are held in just with these little clips, and they simply just push in. It's really quite an easy job to change. They do say you should always handle these with a cloth. It's just because any grease from your fingers can get onto the glass of the vacuum tubes, and they do get quite hot, and of course that could cause them to overheat, I suppose. So they do say that you should always handle them with a cloth and not your hands. So I'll handle the new ones with a cloth, but these ones are probably going in the garbage anyway, so we don't really bothered about these. So you just lift the little clip up like that and pull the tube out. Obviously be careful not to mix them up with the new ones. Again, you just pull the little clip up and then pull out the tube there. Like I say, I won't handle the new ones with my fingers. You don't have to worry about which way around they go. They will only go in one way. Once you line up the pins, just be careful not to bend them and gently press it into place. And you can put the retaining clip back on. That just pops back onto place. Same again for the other one. And again, it only goes in one way. So you just line up the pins, just work it into place, and then push the retaining clip back over the top there. Give them a little wipe off. Of course, if you're troubleshooting a problem and you weren't 100% sure that it was the tubes, you might want to give it a test before you put it all back together and put it in the rack. But I'm fairly confident that's what it is, having done this a few times now. So I'll just put it all back together, put it in the rack, and then we'll give it a whirl. Now, just before we pop it back in the rack, I'm going to make sure that all the screws are tight, because it is something that's subject to a lot of vibration. It usually sits in a rack on top of a Marshall 4x12 speaker cabinet, so it's always worth just tightening these up, make sure they're nice and tight, but don't over tighten them. You will strip the threads on things. It's a bit of a bugbear of mine, musicians over tightening everything. You literally just need to take it to tight and just give it one little turn, just to make sure it's not going to come undone in the rack. The screws will fall out and start rattling around. Alright, so we've got it back in the rack. You don't need to worry about these other units, we'll cover these in other videos. For the moment, we just want to make sure that it's not making a horrible crackling sound. and that it's actually got some output. The volume was dipping in and out and it had gone to pretty much nothing. So moment of truth. Let's take it off standby. It's been warming up for a minute. And okay. Well, I'd say that was pretty successful. I think we've fixed that unit now. On to the next broken item.